Good morning. Come on in, everybody. Hope y'all having a beautiful, whimsical, wonderful Wednesday as you're coming in live here on TikTok Live. What is today? October the... What are we at? Hell, I don't even know. Is it the 19th, 18th? No, it's the 19th or 20th. Some shit like that. Anywho, come on in. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Wanted to bring y'all outside with me for a little bit, just for a little bit, okay? And as you guys are coming in, you see, let's talk about narcissism. I talk about narcissism all the time. It usually come out in my readings, okay? But I do want to say that, first and foremost, I am a thriver and a survivor of narcissistic abuse, okay? I'm not just, someone who just read some information and just, it's trending and everybody's talking about it. Everybody's using the term loosely. That's kind of not my story. Okay. This has been a discovery and a journey. So I've studied it. I've received therapy. I've also been a part of narcissistic group survivors, groups, all sorts of things. There's a lot behind what I say. It's not just somebody that Googled something or somebody that's just doing something for a tarot reading. Okay? So I've experienced this as a life. It's vastly different than just the education alone. So I want to talk about it. I was listening to something this morning, and it kind of reminded me about the insidious nature of narcissism and how this plays out. And it's challenging if you've suffered from narcissistic abuse, if you were on the more empathic side, the sensitive ones, right? And I mean, whether this was covert narcissism, overt narcissism, whatever form, because it's not all the same. Okay? And narcissistic abuse is people think it has to do with, somebody that just beat their kid, or that's just only one form of abuse. It's physical abuse. That's one form, but there's financial abuse, there's sexual abuse, there's emotional abuse, there's psychological abuse, okay? And because most of us, especially the African American culture, first and foremost, we don't believe, we think everything is about just some type of religiosity. So we don't get educated on that type of stuff. If we do, it's very limited, okay? But in terms of looking at the real behind the scene, because if we were, we would see that most of the dysfunction of our family cultures is due to narcissism. Some form of it, okay? This is where addictions come in. All these things, okay? So, and there's always a scapegoat in every family dynamic. There's always a black sheep and a scapegoat, okay? And it's usually the woke one. That's usually the story. So, or the one that's sensitive, the one that's been managing emotions since they came out of their mother's hoo-ha, which no child should have had to do that. Now, what I was listening to earlier, though, reminded me about something that once you start healing, once you get yourself, the guidance is always, first and foremost, no contact, get the hell out. That's usually what they tell you. If that's at all possible, if that's the situation, at all possible, no contact, get the hell out. Okay? So that you can go somewhere and heal from what you've gone through with those types of individuals. I think he's a therapist, actually, but he was talking about, sorry, hold on. Sorry. He was talking about how he was in a therapy session with a narcissist, somebody that was diagnosed. And the only reason why they were diagnosed is because they had court order to go to therapy due to some, legal issues, alcohol addiction, some other shit, right? But he recalled that in the therapy session, this individual said, I like pissing them off. I like getting that reaction. And he said, because if I piss them off, if I'm getting that reaction, it means they love me. And then the therapist, he was like, you see how backwards and upside down that is. But he was like, it's that insidious nature of, this is why nothing is ever resolved with narcissists. Because they're looking for the supply. So he was talking about narcissistic supply. The supply of energy, that reaction, those emotions, all of those things. Sad, isn't it? But it's to keep the one that's under that insidious cycle. And I keep pushing to you guys, do your due diligence. There's a reason why I say it, because otherwise it's all about what someone else said over and over again, what someone else is saying, what someone else is telling you, somebody else is this, somebody else is that. So I share, but I'm sharing so you got to point you. So like, look, investigate for yourself and then start paying attention. But unfortunately, like I said, this is what I find it's fascinating. It's sad to me, but I'm grateful at this point in my life. I am. Because again, like I said, most like we weren't taught this shit. Come on. Let's keep it on the 100. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Bloomy Bloom is up there in age. Okay? And what I know about my culture, what I know, what I've seen, what I've lived through, is we're good at religion. For those of us who have a religious bent. That's what we're good at. We're good at that. We're good at having family reunions and barbecues. We're good at that. We're good at putting on a show to make it seem like we're healthy, whole, thriving people in family units. But behind the scene is far from that. We're good at acting like we're mental health awareness without dealing with the mental health issues. But see, those of us, I'm sorry, hold on guys. There we go. Sorry. It's going in and out, sorry. But those of us that were the sensitive ones, the black sheep, the scapegoat, they're usually some type of starseed earth angel long before they know that. Okay? But every dynamic has at least one of those in the group. And that's the one that's going to get the brunt. That's the one everybody scapegoats. That's the one that's labeled, certain things and yada yada. That's the one who sees the truth beyond the illusion. If you can. Now, this is a challenge. It's a challenge. I'm going to tell you now. I know it's a challenge because they use reactive abuse, if that is a literal term in behavioral health. I invite you guys to look into it. They use reactive abuse to further perpetuate their illusionary stories to individuals. What is reactive abuse? They have done so much fucked up shit for so long. Even if it was covert and it was behind the scene and no one knew it, till eventually the person or people that is on the receiving end of that fucked up shit eventually explodes. Eventually there's going to be a because somebody's going to get to the boiling point and it's going to say, motherfucker, you heard me? It's going to be like, whoop. But what do they do with that? I'm going to tell you what they do with that. They use that to further perpetuate their stories. They're crazy. Do you see how they're acting? Oh my God. Do you see how they're just going like so emotional? Like that doesn't, they're going to be all totally calm. Why? Because they're dead. But they're going to be totally calm and kind of like, I don't even understand. Like all I've ever done is insidious. And those that are blind and easily misled and under these people's web fall for it. Which is only double abuse to the ones that have suffered the abuse. It's a double injustice. Because now they're being targeted by other people who have no knowledge, no insight, no intelligence, no discernment. Okay? And going, oh my God, yes, they're just so crazy. Yes. Did you see? Oh my God. Did you see that video? Did you see that live? They're so like totally oh my God. And again, I'm gonna take it all the way back to the culture. Because we, as a culture, we got no knowledge about that shit. No real understanding. Our answers to things is quote a scripture and sing a song. Put on a show. Worse yet, further perpetuate abuse as being okay because of some hierarchy, hive mentality. It's okay to let them abuse you. They're older than you. Don't even sound right when you say it out loud. But that's what we hear. That's what we come here with. If it's possible, because see, I can understand all sides of the healing spectrum here when you start healing through narcissistic abuse. I've said on each side of it. The years of silence, the years of tongue biting, the gaslighting, the confusion, the disassociation because it's insidious, psychological abuse, mental abuse. And most of us aren't educated to even understand what is abuse because we just equate it to the basics and shit, bitch. That's why I said it's lack of understanding. Because manipulation is abuse. That's abuse. Again, there's emotional abuse, sexual abuse, financial abuse. These people like to keep, there's some type of energies out there with narcissism that likes to keep people codependent because they're codependent. I said that before. It's true. They're codependent on people's energy. And they need other people to be low and under them, and under their thumb, and under their control, and under their rule, so that they can feel good about themselves. So people won't leave. That's prison. I keep saying that. I keep saying that, yo, I'm sorry, I know it's going out in and out, you guys, but that's jail. Like, but see, we don't, until we wake up and start healing and doing all of our own, you know what I'm saying? You're used to that. And you're just in it. and wake up one day and you realize like your whole life, your life force energy has been zapped from dealing with these types of people. You're just existing for these people that really don't love you because that love isn't even there. These type of people are transactional. This is how they view life and humans, even their own, even their very own kinfolk. It's transactional. But didn't believe in that. Because some of us, if people in my generation, just imagine the ones before me, oh my God, they really, man. Everything is always about, we don't, it's more about the cover up than it is the healing. We don't, that's what the whole energy is focused on. Fuck healing. Fuck true transformation. It's about the cover up. It's about, we don't like our family looked upon a certain way. How about being healed as a family and then becoming a fucking example for people coming behind you? How about that? It takes balls though. To go past trying to have an appearance. We want to appear. See, that's the culture. We want to appear woke. We want to appear healed. We want to appear. We're collecting factoids without application. We want to appear. We want to use all the right verbiage and lingo. We want to appear. But we don't want to do. We don't want to be. See, that's what real healing and transformation is all about. It's not about factoids and collecting data. That's just knowledge. Wisdom is the application of it. And the application of it don't always feel that good. This is why most people don't do it. This is why they rather pretend to do it or try to cloak like they're doing it than actually doing it. Because it means that what? The sacred cows have to die. It means that the illusions must shatter. It means that we must face our own demons. It means that we must expose what we have fought tooth and nail and given all our energy to try to sweep under the rug. And the rug now has got festers of all sorts of shit. Then came up with some new bugs, bitch. All sorts of shit. Because we done piled everything under there. Trying to keep up a persona. A fake healed, fake woke. The culture is good at that. I've said it on several videos. Good at religion, but horrible. So some of us are disciplined, come from cultures in which, or dynamics in which there's discipline, all right, but there still ain't no healing. Still ain't no real interchange. Still ain't no change in dynamics. No transformative from the inside out. But yeah, good. Yeah, shit, bitch. Yeah. Good at, the formalities of shit. Good at that. Good at saying the right things. Good at southern drawl. Southern hospitality. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Cursing and shit. But horrible. Horrible. If you are a survivor of narcissistic abuse, whether you're a man or a woman, the most challenging thing you're going to face is what I heard today. It reminded me about that, is keeping your cool. The most challenging thing you're going to face is removing yourself and no longer allowing yourself to be reactive to what they're trying to do. And I want to add a disclaimer because I struggle with this. I talk to my guys about it a lot because I'm constantly wanting to find that fine line and that divine balance between not allowing to be reactive and feeding that versus, you know, we don't want to stay in the energy of doormats, tongue biters, enablers. You know, we don't want to continue to be in a passivity position in that sense, because that's been a part of the issue. People that are not willing to speak up, stand up, and put up a boundary. People too afraid of the narcissistic rage that's going to come out of them when you tell them, tear them a new one. When you speak the truth in their face. Most people are afraid, right? And it's understandable because it's insidious. Something's severely wrong with these individuals. And then I'm not saying wrong in the sense of how we all work through shit. It's very different. And when you do your studies and investigation and start paying attention to these dynamics, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. I'm telling you, when I studied this, I've been studying this for years now, man. But when I found out that a narcissist, their brain looked at or studied under like MRI and microscopes and stuff like that, is different. It's actually different. Isn't that a trip? Now, trauma creates issues with the brain, but it still looks different. Someone with narcissism, okay, it looks different. It's amazing. So this is kind of showing us how deep this shit really go. This has nothing to do with somebody's thinking that somebody's just a little bit vain and a little bit shallow and a little bit, you know what I'm saying, too arrogant. That's not what narcissism is. We all have levels of narcissism in that respect in a non-malignant way. Your challenge, first and foremost, one of the greatest challenges is removing your life. Because usually they have fashioned, depending on how long you've been connected or involved, fashioned your life to try to trap you. So they're the helper sabotager at the same time. Pay attention. Notice that these people rarely ever are going to truly help. Like when you start paying attention, just look at it. Like it be looking like on the surface, like, ooh, they so helpful, bitch. Ooh, you see what they did, bitch? it be looking like that, I swear. Ooh, that was so nice. They gave me $1,000, bitch. You see that? Wasn't that wonderful, bitch? Wait for it. Wait for it. Just wait for it. That passive, aggressive, covert, insidious, sneaky way to make it look like they're helping you, but they're not helping you. They're helping you, but they're not helping you. They want to keep you jumping for a carrot. They want to keep you kind of squished. They want you to feel low. That's a classic narcissistic move, so that you can feel helpless. So you can feel helpless and hopeless. And so if you feel helpless and hopeless, then they're hoping by default that you're going to feel like you don't have any other option but to stay with them or to come to them. My family tried that with me. Kind of went to the left. Didn't work. But that is what they do. And so they can keep you there, use your energy, drain your life force while depleting you, because you notice that you're getting tired and you're dying, you feel confused, you have brain fog. When people start paying attention to how they're feeling around people over time, it's going to help us a whole lot to figure shit out. But if we're not knowledgeable about narcissism, then you're not going to even have the wherewithal or the mind to even go, like, you sense it in your senses because the body is sophisticated, your soul. But when you don't have that knowledge and understanding, you just kind of like dismiss it. And that's what they bank on. They bank on you doing that. So the only thing I can share about the journey, recovering, it is a journey. But the foundational things that has to happen, though, is the first steps of all that is getting yourself away from that kind of energy to the best of your ability. Now, we can't get away from every narcissist in the world. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about these personal, intimate, close. Those are the things we have to be extremely mindful about. We can't help it if we're working with somebody that's narcissistic. We can put up some boundaries and not have to deal with them, and then manifest our way out of their shit, bitch. Keep it on the one hand. But, I digress. I'm talking about the stuff that we're choosing, like our friendship circle, family, intimate relationships, And I saw another video today, and the lady was like, "Does it hurt?" I think it was a lady or a guy, I can't remember. Is it gonna be hurtful? Like, are you gonna feel some kind of way? Well, yeah. Nobody's saying that it's cinchy. Is it gonna hurt to have to like walk away and cut people out? Yeah, it actually does hurt. But it hurt worse because when you're dealing with these levels of toxicity, honey, this is never going to be something healthy and happy and thriving. It's going to always be a situation where you feel depleted. They can't reciprocate. What they do is toxic. It has attachments to it. They're always subtly trying to compete with you and sabotage you, even if there's plastering on a fake ass smile. And you know it. You hear it in their sly under the cuff comments. So it's going to hurt worse to stay. In some of our cases, it may be detrimental to our whole life. Because a lot of these people are murderers. Yep. Black widows type energy. They're murderers. And it's in an insidious way. For some of us, it's not in the obvious way where, you know what I'm saying? You see Freddy Krueger come in, bitch. It's not in an overt, obvious way in most of our cases. It's in an insidious, sneaky, snaky, shisty way. But your energy body, your soul can sense it. This is why we get those alerts. But at first, we just discredit it because, no, that don't sound right. That don't make sense. That's not possible. They wouldn't. Come on. You see what I'm saying? Because we still be on our programming, and the external is like, no, that's a nice Christian lady. She wouldn't. No. That doesn't make sense. She always giving people cupcakes and stuff. And so we get stuck. It's cost a lot of us. Our health and our well-being and that of our hopes and dreams. These people are dream killers. Pay attention. Have you noticed? Just pay attention. Like, it's always about them. You can't get too happy and too excited because, watch, they're going to flip the conversation. And then there are going to be some subtleties It's subtle energy. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. They're going to mimic your whole everything. When I saw that shit up close and personal, at first it flipped me out. When I saw that shit up close and personal, I was like, what the hell is that? That's all I could really say, because I could not understand. I was like, what is that? When I first started seeing that in my situations with my kinfolks, it tripped me out. It tripped me out. I was like, that's weird. It wasn't like the cutesy, pop star, you got fans. No, it was weird. It's like, are they literally trying to become me? I'll say something, they say it. I say I want that, they'll say they want that. Hovering around me, trying to drink my potions and my herbs. Like, it was weird. Like, okay, this ain't a competition, motherfucker. This ain't a competition. When I saw that, it just made me go, whoa. Like, okay. And those kinds of individuals, you're not going to have, whether these are men or women, or no matter what the dynamic, you're not going to ever have a healthy, happy, balanced, loving connection. That's never going to fucking happen. So step one is for us to accept that, because most of us fight for years thinking that if we love hard enough and sacrifice hard enough, that eventually that's going to be what transforms. No, it's not going to ever happen. And actually, we're in the way, because what we're doing is enabling them to remain toxic. We're just reinforcing to them one more time that they can bully their way into things. We're just reinforcing to them one more time that they don't have to be accountable to doing fucked up shit to people, and they can still get people to do it on them and love them and give them shit and buy them shit or stay with them or live with them or keep fucking. Like, that's all we're doing. While slowly killing ourselves. And they could care less, because their connection to you ain't even about you. It's about what you do for them, or what they can get out of you, or whatever that tangible payoff is for them, whether it be sex, whether it be just feeding off your energy, whether it be making themselves feel good by keeping you squelched and feeling low, beating you up, but then acting like it's your fault. Beating you up, draining your energy, making you sick, doing all sorts of shit, trying to make you run through obstacle courses, and then making it seem like it's your fault that it ain't you ain't victorious, bitch. It's insidious. But we got to get that education and knowledge and understanding to see past that shit. Because others, most of the time, we've looked at these situations because these people have some kind of money. In some of these cases, they have some kind of money. They have some kind of house, some kind of clout on the 3D terms. We have no clue as to how they really got that, by the way. But we be looking at that and equating it to, oh, they must have something right. They might have something, appearance, all that shit. Yeah, they must have something right. Right, they have what they have right, stealing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't be knowing that. We just, that face value, we just be looking at shit. Oh, they got a, you don't know the story. You don't know the story. So, I invite you all. Ooh, and as I just looked up, I saw this eagle. I think it's an eagle, because when it gets low enough, I can see it, the wings. But I looked up and I just saw it. It's right there. Wow. It's huge. eagles, dude, they fly along too. It's either eagle or a hawk. But as I looked up, I just saw it. It's a sign, bitch. Oh! Anyway. They hate that too. They hate independent thinkers. They hate that shit. But I invite you all, please get the help you need. Okay, I'm going to push this. Please get in a safe space. Don't play with your life. Don't play Russian roulette. If you're thinking that there's something decent in there, there's not. If you're thinking that they won't go to a certain degree and extent to do something fucked up, you're wrong. And it may cost you. It may cost your life. You're wrong. Some of these people, like I said, will poison you. Literally. When I say poison, I mean poison energetically, spiritually, but literally. If they have close access to you. If they have access to your food, if they have access to your body wash, if they have access to your drinks, your water, your soda. See, this is why it serves us to mind what we allow close to us. I know it hurts to think that people will go that far, but that doesn't negate the reality that some of them would, especially if they're on an extreme malignant side, psychopath, okay? Sociopathic energy. Yes, they would. In the name of destroying you. So they can what? So they can feel like they what? Why? What for? You might say, right? Our reasoning kicks in, but like, well, what for? When we want to be super logical, that's that reasoning. By the way, I invite you guys to read the book 1984. They may have it in a movie. If you're not into reading, they may have it, the movie version. I think they have the movie version. Okay? But, check. What for? If you want to go with the logic, like, why really gain? Because, see, this is how thinkers go. What are they going to gain? If they kill me, then what are they going to gain? They won't have me around anymore. They won't have me around to have sex if it's the sex. They won't have me around to whatever. So what would they gain from my death, from me dying? You'd be surprised what they gain. Some of them, they got deals going that you don't know about for your death. If they can manage to have you killed or to get you to die. That's why we hear the term bounty hunter, hitman. So they gain money, honey, in some of their cases. Okay, whether it's from these secret society groups, if that's not the case, then it's more to do with they get, oh, damn, look, it came further down, oh, shit. Insurance, bitch. Let me see if y'all can see it. Probably not. Hold up. Can y'all see it? No, huh? Dang, yo. Dang. Nice. But, yeah, they gain something. And for some of them, it's even more twisted and insidious than that. The satisfaction, because they don't know what's really lurking about their own soul. Most of them checked out. The satisfaction of killing you. Of getting you out of the way. Because for some of them, they're jealous of you. They're envious of you. And this is something that they've worked so hard to try to conceal. So they feel like if they can kill you, then they're not going to feel crummy anymore. They find out that that's never going to change because it's their soul. It's their soul, it's their inner world, it's what they are and what they've become. But that's what's driving them. The satisfaction of winning, at least thinking that they have, because it's kind of disillusioned. They don't win. It's actually very twisted. But, or the satisfaction of just not being able to get to your destiny or your potential, or whatever their weird, insidious, malicious, weird, energies are. That is what they get out of it. I'm inviting you all, no matter how painful it is, allow yourself to go through your processes of grief and what you have to do and get all the help you need. But don't play Russian roulette with your life. That's not what... Get yourself in a safe space. Get away from any individuals that you suspect, and that, you know what I'm saying, you know what your life is. You know what your story is. You know who you're dealing with. Get as far away as you can. Become diligent. Okay? Mindful of your space, what you do, who you allow close. And I mean like close. Who you're inviting into your home. Be mindful and clear shit out. Like, if you got pictures and all that kind of shit, like, we really sometimes have to kind of like, it's almost like erase what will keep you in a place of feeling nostalgic about people that are trying to harm you. People that you know, okay, are a part of narcissistic abuse towards you. You can't afford to allow yourself to go back down memory lane. That could be your death. I heard somebody say that a snake sheds its skin to only become a bigger snake. We have to accept that that's what these people do. So when it's like they're trying to give you this appearance of reform, they're trying to become a bigger snake so they can destroy you, so they can finish the job. And the only way they can do that is to give an appearance of some type of reform, because that's the only way they can get in if they've already been busted or caught. So we have to have enough love for ourselves and sense, in a way, to kind of shake through, shake through the detox symptoms, because that's what it is. You got to go through the detox symptoms from dealing with narcissists. They condition you into that toxicity, so it become addictive. So people with addictive personality types really are in danger. Because now it's a high. Now there's these chemicals that are going off. So we have to get to a place of being like, man, I'm going to have to go through the shakes. I'm going to have to do something, bitch. Go do some hopscotch, double dutch, bitch. You're going to figure some shit out. But anything other than putting myself back into these dangerous situations and these mind games, it is futile to attempt to have some kind of get on the same. Sorry. I know it's doing the same thing, guys. But listen, it's futile, like I was saying, to try that let's get on the same page shit with narcissists. It's never going to happen. It's actually a trap to keep you engaging. It's a trap to keep stalling. It's a trap to keep getting in your energy. Because each time what they're doing is implanting something else. Each time they're implanting something else. Each time they're doing another ritual. Each time they're dropping something else in your room or in your drinks. Each time when they touch you, they're saying some shit, bitch, trying to transfer some shit. Each time they're trying to implant confusion in your own mind. They're still trying to use mind control. Each time. If you start paying attention, every time you dialogue with narcissists, you end up feeling confused. And that's because it's dark magic. Psychopath, sociopathic energy at play. Or you'll feel heavy, or you'll feel like when we start paying attention to these subtle energies, it's like, oh. I remember I went through that after I spoke with my mom for the last time. I picked up on the subtle energy of what was going on. What the fuck was going on. I pick up on these energies when I speak to people that are connected to the dark witches and warlocks. When I talk to them, I can pick up in these conversations with these other individuals too. I can pick it up. I'll smell it. I'll catch the coding. I'll hear the words. It's certain things and it's only happened for me since I've pulled my life away and been doing this journey and healing and, all of that stuff, working with my team. But this is why I'm like, I guess they thought old Bloomy Bloom was going to fall for that. Not. Nope. But you guys, on a serious note, pull yourself away from that. Get some healthy boundaries. You may have to start your life from scratch, and I'm just going to tell you it's worth it, and be willing to be okay with that. I know it's hard for us sometimes to walk away and let go of things we've worked so hard for, our blood, sweat, and tears. But when I left Sodom and Gomorrah, I walked away from a whole lot of shit. Because I didn't want to have to travel heavy. I didn't want to have to figure out how to travel heavy with all that stuff. I wanted a clean slate. And I was like, I'm going to trust that this can be recovered even better. And I had invested. So it wasn't like, I had invested. I had worked hard for what I had managed, to accumulate. But I was like, when you no longer want to play with, sharks and predators and parasites and, when you're scratch, I invite you all to be okay with that. Even if it means you have to start with humble beginnings, meager means. To me, it's worth it. Rather than trying to hold on to a mansion or hold on to an appearance and a look, but I am holding my head every day of my life. I'm not happy. I'm looking over my shoulder. I got these dizzy motherfuckers and shit, bitch. I'm going to have to mess around. Hope I ain't going to have to go ahead and house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get tired of that. Motherfuckers, because, if the crazies, you know what I'm saying? If they've done had access... them and they group, bitch. Because if you know you're dealing with a town of people like that, I invite y'all to set your intentions and work with your team to get the hell out of there. Set that as an intention. And in the meantime, work on getting yourself in a safe space. Work on your own energy. Try to work on, dealing with the reactive abuse that may eventually come up, because that's what happens when you've gone through long-term narcissistic abuse. You eventually start calling everybody out on their shit. And then they try to use that to the unsuspecting, unknowing, uneducated people to convince them that, oh my God, you see how crazy and extra they have lost it. I don't even know what this is. What are they? Oh my God. They call it gray rocking. You know what I'm saying? But cut them ties, clear out pictures, clear out. Hell, I got rid of shit. I threw away everything. Everything that certain people gave me and my son. I didn't care, man. I was like, nope. My son didn't even want shit anymore. I got rid of pictures. I got rid of literal pictures. I got rid of objects, clothes, stuff I felt like they touched. I got rid of crystals and shit, certain crystals. I was like, I don't want none of this shit near me. I want none of it. And I was willing. I'm not saying that you all have to go that far, but I'll tell you this, man, it serves, especially if you know you're dealing with some super weirdo motherfuckers that was working with distorted spiritualists and groups and doing weird nigga bitch shit on your shit. It ain't worth it. I don't care how bomb it is. To me, see, this is why we have to release this attachment. It's like, it don't matter how bomb it is. I'd rather have my health and my well-being, my energy, clear it up, bitch. Well, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Than to have some shit because it's cute, it's nice, but it's serving as some kind of weirdo, you know what I'm saying, energetic contact, shimmy, shimmy. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, thank you. Or prayers, you know what I'm saying? Because people are weird, you know? Something I'm really figuring out is like, I ain't got time for this no more, man. And I ain't got time to be trying to convince now the motherfuckers no more either. This is an individual journey that we all have to figure out for ourselves or not. People do perish for lack of knowledge. People perish for lack of being able to apply the knowledge in which they've gained. Because collecting factoids but sitting and doing nothing with it is not wisdom. It's enacting this knowledge. So these types of individuals will serve as constantly trying to stall you out and anything they can do. So don't entertain this shit. Cry your tears, process your grief, get therapy, energy clear, do what you got to do. Except that, some of us it's hard because it's like shit that we thought was built on years of stuff. Come to find out these people were betrayers. So you're going to have to deal with that. Like, they're not who you thought they were. What you thought was there was never there. It was their mental illness and what they thought you served, what they thought they were going to get from the connection with you. And in some of our cases, some teenage, low-level bullshit due to people's lack of healing their own life. Be brave. It's a journey. I promise you, when we surrender into that, you're supported. I can guarantee if you listen to me, you heard me. I'm not saying it's going to be cinchy, and I'm not saying you're going to have everything figured out all the time. I'm saying that when you lean into that, come hell or high water, you're going to watch for your own self, for your own eyes. You're going to start to see what I'm saying for your own self. Nobody's going to have to tell you. Like, oh, goddamn it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And thank you again. Universe, spirit guides, bitch. And it's like, yeah. Like, yeah, they wanted to hex a motherfucker. Now watch. That grace come in. It's like, yeah, we still finna. They wanted to wind the clock down, huh? That's what they were doing, but it's only going to serve in the divine one's favor. That's what it's going to end up being. But we have to do our part, y'all. Please hear me. Please educate yourself. Please challenge everything that you think you know. I remember the night I said that. My life changed and have gone through several transformations since that one night where I challenged everything. That one night where I said, I am willing to let go of everything that I think I know. That I think I know as absolute. I am willing, in the name of getting to the truth, in the name of getting to liberation, in the name of getting to freedom, in the name of getting some real fucking answers past a fucking quote. Past a service and a sermon and a session. When I said that, that's where it began. That was the beginning. Several dark nights of the soul came in after that, of course. We go through that, guys. The cognitive dissonance, the shock, the terror, all that comes with, this is just shit for the birds, bitch. Oh, these motherfuckers crazy. God damn it, get me the fuck out of here, motherfucker. It's The Walking Dead on in real life, bitch, not on TV. These motherfuckers gone, bitch. They gone, bitch. When I realized that shit, I was like, oh, motherfucker. They smiling at you, but they ain't in there, bitch. You see it in their eyes. You see it. You feel it. You feel it. It's like, oh, these motherfuckers, they been shit. You say it twice on me. And it's okay. It's a part of it. Hearing and upgrading, and then okay, but you're getting stronger. It's not as complicated as it once was. It's not as involved and challenging to walk the fuck away. It becomes easy, bitch. It becomes a way of life, bitch. Like, oh shit, bitch. Show me some crazy if you want to, because I'm smelling your energy, bitch. I ain't finna play with this for 12 months trying to figure no shit out. I don't need now no more reliance upon this 3D. I don't need to wait for no facts and proofs in this 3D that may not never show up. And if it show up, it may be one day too late. This is why we're not to rely on that. We're supposed to be training the gut, retraining our gut. Okay, take care of your body. Your body has taken a hit, so I'm advising you all to, look into holistic approaches to recovering your body because of the hits to your nervous system, the hits to your adrenal system. All of this stuff takes place in narcissistic abuse. This is what people don't get. That exhaustion that people, what's worse is other ignorance, that don't have no knowledge about this stuff, make it worse because they don't understand why there's such exhaustion. They're trying to call you lazy. No, you went through narcissistic abuse. Your adrenals took a hit. They've been zapping your life force. And still trying to puppeteer you because they're trying to destroy you. Try harder while we suck the life out of you. Try harder. Do something else. Do more. Buy, get, do. Buy, more, get, do. Buy, more, get, do. Fuck, buy, more, get, fuck, mind, buy, fuck, mind, fuck, buy shit, eat shit, fuck, buy, go, do. Buy, fuck, do, eat. Exhaustion. And you be like, damn, bitch. Right where they want you. Lifeless and useless. They want you to feel that way about yourself. They don't want you to see that they're a part of why that's where you're at. They don't want you to stretch for true independence. These people are afraid of independence. no matter what they say. Pay attention. That scares them. They try to act like, oh, I'm independent. No, you're not. You've been dependent on people's energy this whole time. No, you're not. No, you're not. You need people to feel small so you can feel tall. You're not independent. You need people to be helpless victims so you can look like a hero. You're not independent. You need everybody, got to constantly have people be in somebody's energy or somebody in yours. That's not independence. And I'm not talking about toxic independence, by the way. But controlled codependency, controlled, everything we need is within us. We have that level of power. But it's them programs. Listen, again, I'm going to get going. If you have been dealing with reactive abuse because you were someone targeted and, you suffered a lot of narcissistic abuse for years, be gentle and kind with yourself, but do not allow yourself to be overtaken by the opinions of those who have no knowledge and understanding or intelligence or discernment about the nature of this stuff to make you feel some kind of way because you've had some reactions, okay, to the fact that you were narcissistically abused by a person, a group of people, or whomever, okay? But then work on regulating your nervous system, work on earthing and grounding and clearing your energy, and doing the best you can to not allow yourself to get reactive. And one of the ways we can help not get reactive is disengage. It's hard to be reactive if you disengage. It's hard, isn't it? In order to get into the reactive phase, you have to be in some kind of a exchange too, right? So try, if you don't have to talk to motherfuckers, don't. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm serious. Don't then. Don't. And if it's a situation where there is some kind of legalities involved with something, always have some type of a mediator involved that you feel like, some type of mediator presence in some form. Okay, because if there's legalities and situations where there's still some exchanges that has to happen, if you're able to, keep it short and sweet, set intention in advance to not go there, to be blank, to be gray rock, to be basic, and to be bare minimum. But if it is possible, have mediators involved, because this is going to dismantle their attempts to do shit to you behind the scene, or say shit to you, or to get in your head and fuck with you, because now there's a third party mediator that you trust. It needs to be somebody that you trust, that's neutral, that's not going to benefit one way or the other, okay, off of anything. And so it's harder for them to do that in the presence of, people like that. It's harder. But don't agree to be along with these people. Don't agree to meet up along with these people. Don't agree to keep having conversations along with these people, because they're still going to twist all this shit up. This is narcissism. They're still going to twist up everything that you said. Okay? Continue to work on your body. Continue to work on your mind. Take care of you, because that's the one thing that takes a major hit. We stop taking care of us. we be too busy trying to manage these people to not have a fucking temper tantrum, bitch, like they 12, bitch. Because you can't say shit to them. What you mean I can't say shit to you? If you out of pocket, bitch, I'm gonna say some shit. If I don't like, I'm gonna say it respectfully. But see, these people can't handle that. And this is when you know you're dealing with mental patients. That entitlement, that grandiose. How dare you say something? We're going to punish you. That's a narcissist. We're going to punish. We're going to get even. You sure are. Yes, you are. And you are going to destroy yourself. That's what's going to happen. But this only happens when we take back our power, when we stop engaging unnecessarily. I'm even working on this, you guys. I'm working on this in terms of like when readings come through, because I'm so animated. I'm animated, man, and highly connected to my emotion. So I'll be like, motherfucker. So when y'all see me in readings and shit, I'll be going off. I'll be like, mother. And I'm trying to ask my Tina, I'm like, come on, help me with it a little bit. Because I, too, don't want to feed on a collective scale. You know what I'm saying? These kinds of, that's what I'm waiting for. Somebody said that's what I'm waiting for. I know what you're talking about. Whoever said that's what I'm waiting for. Somebody destroy themselves. Anywho, but I'm trying to not feed, because like I said, what that gentleman, that therapist said that came out of that narcissist's mouth that they were giving therapy to is that they liked pissing them off, the people that they were abusing. Because to them, it meant that they loved them. I say, does not sound like a mind of a child? So I'm trying, y'all. I'm working on that so that I don't be, because I'm animated as hell, especially when I get in them readings. And I be going off, then I be on my tangents. Here I go. Oh shit, they done fucked up. Now I want to say some other shit. Pause, freeze, bang. Oh, okay. Help me, team. Help old Bloom and Bloom. Because you know what? At the end of the day, for us, if you're a high vibrational person and you're truly trying, listen to me, I didn't say perfect, but you're truly trying to become a fucking decent human being. You're truly trying to become a better version of yourself. You're not going about maliciously in life doing shit to motherfuckers. You're minding your business. You're, being, you know what I'm saying? You deserve a life to go on and live your life, and those people don't even matter. They don't fucking matter. They're gonna do what they do best. Self-destruct. They're going to do exactly what they were programmed to do, which is continue to betray people. They're going to do the same shit over and over again till the wheels fall off. And unfortunately, for those who are not, wise enough to wake up to their antics, those individuals are continue to be caught up in their antics and suffer for it. But essentially, these individuals will do what they do best, what they're programmed to do. Be murderers, killers, thieves, and self-destruct. Their end is not pretty, because all of their investments is what's going to catch up with them at some point of their journey here on earth. Whether it is more immediately for some of them, for others of them, it's going to be like all in one whop in a time where they least expected it, and they, to the bitter end. But let's set intention to free ourselves from even engaging beyond what we have to, including how much energy we're willing to put in I'm really asking for help with this, y'all. Like, literally, like, how do we erase? I'm asking my team, I want them erased. Like the movie Erase and shit, erase them. No, non-existent. They served. Their purpose has served. So we're done. We're done. What was the purpose of my exchange with them? What was the purpose of, carnating into this bloodline? What was the purpose? What was my lessons? What was supposed to happen? What was the purpose? Okay, this has been served, so I'm done. This was supposed to be about self-love. This was supposed to be about learning how to stand up for the self. This was supposed to be about healing traumas. This was supposed to be about waking up to the illusion and the bullshit and fuckery. Okay, wonderful. So they have served. Thank you for serving my awakening process. Thank you, right? Thank you for sharing in my awakening process. Please exit stage left. I'm done now, right? I'm so on that. I'm so asking my team, like, for realsies. I'm like, let's do this. Let's get this trauma out our bodies, bitch. We got to do some investigations, how to get the trauma out our bodies, bitch. Out of our energy, right? And moving on. Take this wisdom and life gets good, okay? It gets better. It's better now. If you're not still sitting in the shit, it's better now. Listen to me. If you've managed, you may be going through recovery, but I'm going to tell you, if you've managed to get the hell away from these kind of people, it's already better. May not feel like it because you got to detox and you got to heal and rebuild. But it's already better. You ain't being taunted by motherfuckers who are programmed to not want to understand you, while you're always trying to understand. Do you see why that's a frustrating scenario, dealing with those types of people? Anywho, all right, you guys. So I'm going to get going now. Hope y'all have enjoyed outside atmosphere. I wanted to give y'all some outside, you know what I'm saying? Because I spent a lot of time with you all indoors. So I like to come outside with y'all every now and then to remind you to get outdoors. Okay. And again, I know about the chemtrails. As a matter of fact, the other day, I was looking out my kitchen window and I saw this truck circling about, and they were just like spraying stuff in the air. Like it wasn't about crops. There was no crops or like, garden or anything like that. They were just driving and spraying shit. Man, I looked up. I said, huh? So at that moment, I just stood there, lifted up my hands. I activated certain codes that I have regarding chemtrails and the environment, environmental toxins. And I was like, light team, boom, bitch. And then I asked my team to have it follow back. I was pissed. See, this is why I'm laughing about shit, because then after I did that for the environment in this area, especially since there's a lot of children in this area, then I was like, send that shit back to them motherfuckers. I sure did. I sure the fuck did. And I got the jurisdiction to do it too. I said, look, let's transmute this. Let's bring in this violet fire, but let it trail. Everything that they're going about spraying, let it follow their whole ass. Let it follow them. and the people who sent them. That's what I said. Let it follow them and the people who sent them to be the receivers of whatever the fuck that shit is about. Because I ain't playing now no more. They done fucked up. They done messed around with Bloomy Bloom. Whoa. So how the hell, what the hell? Ain't no snags, ain't no apples, bitch. Ain't no grapes, ain't shit over here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, with the gardens and stuff like that, like, they have to tend to those and they do whatever the fuck they do to try to kill the bugs or, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, so you just rando, bitch? Just driving and shit, spraying some shit, bitch? In the air and shit? Some would say, maybe it's something to do with coronavirus or whatever. I don't really trust all that shit. So I immediately just put my hands up. I was like, oh, where's the code, team? Where's my code? And I, like, swarmed it around, like, this whole environment. Again, especially all these innocent lives, all these children. I'm like, these some sick motherfuckers, but so good. Send it back to their ass. This is how I feel about that. Let them have to eat. Let them have to sit with it. Let them have to receive what they're out here pushing as a fucking lesson. You wants to be fucked up. You want to be a part of some fucked up shit. We gonna follow you home. That's what we finna do. We finna come to you and yours since you have no regard for others and theirs. How about that? I was pissed because I was like, the audacity. So they gonna just spray, exterminate, huh? That's what they do then, huh? Okay. We finna see how this gonna play out. I sure did. I know I'm digressing, y'all, but I was just thinking about it when I told you guys to come out in nature, because we shouldn't have to live in fear. And see, and that's another trap too. That's all I'm trying to say. We want to follow our intuition and guidance and the prompts that we're getting, but we're not supposed to just have, oh my God, there. No, okay. Do some energy clearing, set some intention, ask your guides to assist you with how to deal with that. But it ain't have you go hide in a corner somewhere. We still got to live. We're still here to journey, and we're more powerful than we think. That's all I'm going to say about that. The more I investigate, the more I do my own due diligence and research on my own journey and who I really am versus who they told me I was. Who I really am versus what I was programmed and conditioned into. The more I find that out, the more I be like, oh, motherfucker. I'm like, they done fucked up. Done fucked up now, bitch. Because till the wheels fall off, to the death, I'm going to give them hell. And I'm going to stand for truth, and I'm going to stand for justice and what's right in the name of the many, the many innocent lives that have been affected by these type of people. I mean business. I'm commanding it. I'm ordering it. And I'm in position to do that. Oh, you want to just pick off motherfuckers and shit like this shit is pick apart, bitch? Okay. That's how we rolling? That's how we rolling, huh? You heard me? Anyway, it's a reminder, you guys. I just wanted to remind you guys to get outside. Yeah, somebody said like the number of people that they wiped off. Yep. But get outdoors, okay? I'm just chit-chatting. I'm babbling on right now. But get outdoors, connect with Gaia, call in light, ask your team to show you how to center in divine light codes, the crystalline Christ grid consciousness, rainbow ray, archangels, ascended masters, whatever it is. Just ask. You don't have to have all the knowledge and understanding. Just ask. Set intention, be sincere, and do the best you can and just keep moving forward, okay? But those of you who are on an ascension path, listen to me. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for every last one of you. Masculine and feminine alike. Oh, Bloomy Bloom. Oh, Bloomy Bloom is rooting for you. Okay? If you're a survivor of narcissistic abuse, oh, Bloomy Bloom can relate because she's a thriver. I thrived through narcissistic abuse. And so if you feel like no one understands you because how clever people have been to kind of hide their abuse and the toxic shit they've done, okay? I know, I see, and I believe you, okay? You take care of you and recover your life. That is your goal here. You're not here to manage other people's emotions. You're not here to manage the narcissist emotions. You're not here to cater to their whims. You're not here to be their doormat and their scapegoat and their whooping post. You're not here for that. You are here to take care of yourself, recover your life, and to live your best life. And it does not include toxic people that's always rooting against you and trying to bring you down. Okay? It does not include those types. Let's see. Can we see it, team? There it is. Y'all see it? Oh man, where'd it go? Y'all can't see it, huh? It's this one eagle that just keeps flying over here over and over. I love y'all. I love y'all. Keep hope alive. All right. Namaste.